A time you solved a problem, a time you failed, a time you worked with a difficult person, a time you led a team, a time you made a mistake. Hi, my name is Mfon. I'm a human research generalist and career enthusiast. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome to my little corner on the internet. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well. If you are a returning subscriber, I am so grateful you are here again, and I do not take your support for granted. In today's video, I'll be talking about behavioral interview questions. There are two common structures of interview questions. What I would call the traditional, where you are asked questions like, tell me about yourself, why should we hire you, what is the salary expectation, and the behavioral questions that goes, tell me about a time you failed or made a mistake, how do you handle a task you've never done before, describe a time you used good judgment and logic to solve a problem. Most organizations categorize these questions into the soft skills they expect you to have: leadership, problem solving, decision making, communication, motivation, time management, professional feedback, interpersonal skills. You must have listed some or all of the skills on your resume. Now, this will be the time to show how you used those skills in real life situations. A resume will show an interviewer a lot about what you've achieved, but it's not going to show how you think, how you act day to day, or how you respond to issues at work. Behavioral questions help interviewers see more into your thought processes. It relates to how you handled situations in the past, rather than how you would handle a situation in the present. Behavioral questions are focused on past performances and behaviors. They are story-based. They are not questions that requires a yes or no answers. So you have to tell a story. Frame your answers. You need to have what I call a story journal, where you have notable career moments written down. A time you solved a problem, a time you failed, a time you worked with a difficult person, a time you led a team, a time you made a mistake. In behavioral interviews, the interviewer wants to know what you've done, not what you think you can do in the future. You can't fool them by making stuff up, because you have to back up everything you say with real life examples and stories. Though some people can play around this, but my advice, don't lie in an interview. It's better you tell them you don't have it than tell a lie. So getting yourself ready for a behavioral interview is all rounded in the PAR method, PAR, which is similar to the STAR method you must be familiar with. If you're not familiar with the STAR method, it's simply a technique commonly used in answering behavioral questions, but I prefer the PAR. I'll tell you in my next video, but for now, concise is key. 3 against 4. So the PAR method. P stands for problem. What was the problem or challenge? A stands for action. What actions did you take to resolve the problem? R stands for results. What was the outcome of those actions? Let's say you worked with someone who doesn't always meet deadlines. Here's an example. I had a coworker in my previous job who I was depending on for reports, but she would constantly tell me she wouldn't be able to get it to me on time before the deadline hits, which impacted my ability to deliver my job on time. I took my concern to her to talk it through. First, I showed empathy. I said, I know you have a lot of work on your desk, and I know you're working very hard. And then I was direct. I would like to talk about the past few months and your inability to meet up with deadlines and how it was affecting my work. When you don't get me the report on time, it delays the entire process. I was nervous about the conversation because I didn't know what her reaction would be. But surprisingly, she opened up to me on how she had to chase down the information for the report. Together, we came up with a streamlined solution where we submit a form for every report request. As a result, there was a significant improvement in the information gathering process, and I got to finish my reports on time before the deadline hits. There you have it. You should always have stories like this in your story journal. It makes you stand out. It shows you're prepared, which will boost your confidence and, of course, your chances. If you find value in this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.